Hi everyone, and welcome! Have you ever added an image to your Markdown document, only to find it's either too huge or too tiny? It's a common issue. Markdown is fantastic for writing, but its basic image syntax doesn't give us much control over size. Today, we're going to fix that. We'll explore simple ways to precisely adjust your image dimensions directly within your Markdown files, making your documents look much more professional and readable. First, let's understand the default. When you use the standard Markdown image syntax, like alt text, your-image.jpg, the image usually appears at its original size. This works fine if your image file is already perfectly sized, but often, it's not. That's why we need to step a little outside basic Markdown. The most common and flexible method involves using a bit of HTML. Markdown is designed to be easily converted to HTML, and many Markdown renderers support embedding raw HTML tags directly. This is our superpower for image sizing. You can use the HTML img tag instead of the Markdown one. The img tag allows you to specify width and height attributes. For example, you can write img src equals mypicture.png alt equals a beautiful landscape width equals 500. This will set the image width to 500 pixels. You can also specify the height, like img src equals mypicture.png alt equals a beautiful landscape width equals 500 height equals 300. However, a pro tip here is to usually set only one dimension, either width or height. Why? Because if you set both, and they don't match the image's original aspect ratio, your image will look stretched or squished. By setting just one, the browser automatically adjusts the other dimension to maintain the correct proportions. You can also use percentages for a more responsive design. For instance, img src equals mypicture.png alt equals a beautiful landscape width equals 75% will make your image take up 75% of the available space it's in. This is great for documents that might be viewed on different screen sizes. Another slightly more advanced but still simple method is using inline CSS styles within the img tag. This offers even more control. You'd write something like img src equals image.jpg alt equals example image style equals width 400 px height auto. Here, height auto explicitly tells the browser to automatically calculate the height to preserve the aspect ratio based on the specified width. While powerful, remember that not all Markdown platforms or renderers support inline styles perfectly, so always test your output. Finally, it's worth noting that some specific Markdown flavors or platforms, like GitHub or certain static site generators, might offer their own custom syntax for sizing images, perhaps something like alt text image.jpg equals wxh, or alt text image.jpg width equals 50%. These are not standard Markdown, though, so the HTML img tag remains your most universally compatible solution. Always remember to include alt text for accessibility, regardless of how you size your images. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this quick guide helps you confidently size your images in Markdown. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you want more simple tips and tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you join our community. See you in the next